strikes, so he'll look to bowl those Yorkers and Afridi and try and mix it up with Shan.
Yeah, it'll be Bhuvaneshwar Kumar finish things up.
I think he's bowled very well. He adjusted to these conditions extremely well. He was up to the bat early on in power play, where he saw that the ball was moving. He got wickets as well. And then as in the latter half started digging it in short, using the short ball to good effect, mixing it up nicely.
Well, it's been a tough innings for Pakistan. The one man has stood firm, Shan Masood. A wonderful 50, given the circumstances.
You have to say that. That's worth its weight in gold, really. When you look at the way this innings has ebbed and flowed, I think you take out his 50. I mean, Pakistan would have been in dire straits. It's great composure, what he's shown. Good temperament. Wickets falling early, wickets falling in the middle order, but he's held his ground.
Well, that has been hammered over to the leg side. It's an 80-metre boundary. It's gone all the way.
Where did that come from? That was... Got hold of that. Anticipated the length. And that his counterpart would bowl his left armour in the opposition. And he's banged that into the crowd.
Ian Smith, the Pakistan fans enjoyed that one.
Well, they did, and they've had some pretty low periods in this innings to sit through. But now they're having a chat about this, and I like this. The two batters are saying, right, what can we get here? We're 143 for 7. We've got 9 legitimate deliveries to go. A run of ball gets us into the mid-150s. Anything over that, we could get 160. When we'd lost Mohammad Rizwan and we'd lost Babar Azam, were we thinking that? They can do this. They can enter the dressing room on a positive note.
Well, he's gone again. Shah Afridi. This is outstanding stuff.
Well, this will really lift the dugout, the Pakistani dugout, because it's getting closer to 150. Ian Smith mentioned run a ball, mid-150s. You're bound to get some big hits here. And you can get well past 160. And psychologically, when you look at the start you've lost 2 of your top openers, then to recover and get past 160 is a strong message.
Shah believes he wants something to bowl to. And that is excellent bowling, but he does well in the end, Dinesh Karthik. That quite easily could have raced away to the boundary as well. It was a good response, Smithy.
Well, it was. He's opted to go full, which is interesting because he's got mid-off and extra cover inside the circle. So the option there with the 2 left-handers is just to give yourself a tad of room and hit over or through there. That, if he's going to bowl that length, he's susceptible to that.
Good again. He can afford to miss on line a little bit because he's got that protection in the deep on the leg side, Arshdeep Singh. So a good couple of balls to finish. He's disappointed in himself. An over that went for 14. Pakistan 149 for 7.
Wherever we come from, we all have one thing in common. We all want the incredible new iPhone 14 Pro. Now at T-Mobile. T-Mobile gives you Apple TV Plus included. So watch your favorite Apple originals.
gone for a little relax. It's all getting a bit too much, Rafi. Final over then coming up. 149, Ian Smith. He talked about getting up to 150, 160, and Pakistan with their bowlers will believe. Fabulous partnership, 29 off 15 when they've been losing wickets right throughout. Can they muster here?
Yes, and they would be thinking in that dugout, that middle order, if just been a little smarter. 160 would have been easily gettable. If you had wickets in hand, you could have pushed further. Now, they'll be looking for those 11 runs.
Now, in the past, we've seen Bhuvaneshwar Kumar execute those Yorkers with precision. He's been a little bit off lately. A man under pressure.
Yes, he's targeting, looking to bowl wide, just seeing the field set. A very good half-century, really good half-century from Shan Masood. Wickets were falling around him, but he took his chances at the right time. He made sure that the scoreboard kept ticking along, and a good half-century, still there, on strike.
He's got away with that one. Well, the break in play is because there is an unwelcome resident on the pitch. So that's allowed Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to buy some time. Well, earlier this year we lost a legend. A newly named Shane Warne stand and a Shane Warne stand end. This is the first international match since his passing, and we all remember him greatly.
Yes, and we'll miss him wherever he is.
This was his backyard. He'd hoped for a fantastic contest. Got him. Well, that was an anti-climax. Gentle ball into the pitch. And Shaheen Shah Afridi is livid with himself.
But he's done his job, really. I mean, vital 16 runs. A little too close to him. Couldn't free his arms. Simple catch back to the bowler. He would take that 16 off 8. He's taken Pakistan past 150. He goes for 16, 151 for 8.
Wherever we come from, we all have one thing in common. We all want the incredible new iPhone 14 Pro.
Haris Rauf, well, he knows his ground pretty well, having played for the Melbourne Stars here in the Big Bash. So, more time, just confer, make sure he gets his plan right. Field spread on the leg side. He goes leg side. But so does Haris Rauf, first ball.
Well, these fast bowlers, they have the power. That just seemed a little flick. And it's cleared the longest part of the ground quite easily. And what a shot to play first ball. Nice full toss, but you still got to put it away. It's a big boundary. And he's cleared the rope by at least 10 yards.
Long off back. Excellent. He was swinging himself off his feet there, Haris Rauf. He was launching that down to St Kilda. Slower ball's been effective. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar first removing Shaheen Shah Afridi. And then that last delivery as well. Does he go again? He does, and Ralph misses once more.
Yes, he's targeting outside off stump now. He realized he made the mistake with that full banger on middle and leg, which went for 6. Now he's bowling a lot wider. From Pakistan's point of view, it's an unbelievable recovery because their last 10 overs, they scored 97 in spite of losing all those wickets.
Does he go again, or is it a full Yorker outside off stump? 3 times he goes, and he misses the run out. They end up coming through for a couple. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar with 3 slow balls towards the end of that over, and Pakistan have made 159 after losing Babar.
Wherever we come from, we all have one thing in common.
Useful contribution from Shaheen Shah Afridi to get Pakistan up to 159.
Yes, in the end, they'll be happy with that score. When they lost Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, if you told them 155, 160, they would have taken that. The Indian bowling very good early on. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Arshdeep Singh. Arshdeep playing his first World Cup game, 3 for 32. But it was Hardik Pandya, once again, who turned things around in the middle overs, as he often does. 3 for 30 from 4.
Yeah, tough power play for Pakistan, 32 for 2. Arshdeep outstanding. Middle overs, they picked up 74 runs but lost 3 wickets. Those wickets continued to tumble, but they managed to get up to 159 with a couple of lusty blows. Right, let's get to Madhikar.
Arshdeep's first game in the World T20, first game ever. No sign of nerves from you.
I guess I just wanted to enjoy the moment, like it'll never come again, so I guess I just wanted to enjoy it and have fun.
Swing up front, but you also mix it up with the short ball.
Yeah, that was the plan, like the square boundaries were really big, so we wanted to use it, and earlier we just wanted to make use of the new ball. And
Rahul and Rohit Sharma, but they're up against some very, very fine bowlers. What a contest we have up in front of us. Shaheen Shah Afridi out of the game for so long with an injury. Has timed his recovery perfectly. Only in time to play the warm-up games for Pakistan. But he will be under test here. Has he got enough overs behind him? Are there enough miles in his legs? Left-arm swing bowlers have always troubled India's batsmen. Whether it's Trent Boult, whether it's Shahid Afridi, whether it's Reece Topley, whether even if it's Ubaid McCoy, it's not Rohit Sharma taking strike today, it's KL Rahul. This could well be a very, very crucial 4 or 5 overs. If India can withstand this, then maybe look for runs thereafter. One thing Pakistan did show here, that even if you lose a couple of wickets early, there's runs to be had as you go along. So young and already so accomplished. Shaheen Shah Afridi back with the new ball for Pakistan. 2 men out on the boundary are 45 down at long leg, and a very fine third man. 160 to get. And all set. You can cut the tension with a knife here. First ball. KL Rahul is ready. No, now he isn't. Alongside me, someone who faced a lot of first deliveries. You're all watching. Here's the first. think it might have fallen just short. Might have fallen just short. Would have been a dramatic start to the innings. The ball swung late.
Yes, I think the ball dipped into him, and that's the reason we had to check his shot at the last moment. You can see that looking to get the Yorker, swinging Yorker. Didn't quite get it.
You might think, right, left-handers have done well against India. There's pressure on the bat. There's pressure on the bowler too. Because 160 is the kind of score where you need to get off to a really good start, even for the bowling side.
It's a very competitive total. It's a very, very competitive total. 8 runs and over is the asking rate for India.
Now this was Shaheen Shah Afridi against India in that t20 World Cup last year. Just watch the lengths. He's giving the ball time to swing. When it swings back is when the danger was that day and could be today. Slip in place too. Little inside edge. Not pace with it. It's always the moving ball that troubles you.
Always does. Not the pace so much. Because the batsmen are so used to going and playing through the line. And when that late movement happens, like this one, then you get an inside edge. You can see that Rahul is looking to push at the ball. Now that is sometimes can be a little bit of a dangerous thing, because what you want to do is to ensure that there's not much of a gap between bat and pad, particularly because he's swinging the ball in.
Murray Rasmus has gone running all the way there. There's something on that side screen that's shining, that's reflecting the lights. Was it just the placards that have fallen on the screen? Right, how are we going to get these out? Now, I think Rohit Sharma said, let it be. It doesn't bother me. Let it be. So I think play will start. That's interesting. One opening batsman was getting distracted. The other said, doesn't matter to me. So, whatever it was that was distracting KL Rahul is still there, but he's at the non-striker's end. Now what? I don't think batsmen like this.
As he opened his stance just that little bit, that's the interesting thing. Rohit Sharma, he does open his stance against the left hand over the wicket bowler.
And he's off the mark too. Just erring a little on the fuller side so far, Shaheen Afridi.
Yes, I think what we saw when he played that warm-up game the other day, we were looking to get that in-swinging Yorker, where he hit the Afghanistan opener, Gurbaz, quite nastily on the toe. He's looking to get that going, but both times it has been low full tosses.
Fine legs in, square legs drop back. Now trying to angle the ball from a little further outside off. Sent it too far outside off. You look at the history of competition, the history of contest between these two skewed very heavily India's way. Look at the last 3 games, Pakistan 2-1.
You can see Rohit Sharma's backlift is very, very minimal. Very, very minimal. He's aware of the fact that Shaheen Shah Afridi can get the ball to nip back in. You can see that it's not as high as it normally is. And that's a smart thing to do. Have a look at that backlift. Very minimal. Hardly goes above the shoulder. Hardly goes above the shoulder.
He started off about 132. That last ball was 140. 3 of the over so far. And he'll put it in the gap. It's just a little push, but should be good enough for 2. But he was in control. First over gone. 5 for no loss. Little jostling for positions in the first over. Little wait and see. Is the ball swinging? Should I have a go at it? No, let me push. Needs 3 wickets to complete 15 T20 international. That's how young he is. That's how quickly he's made an impact. Hardik Pandya needs 11 runs to complete 1,000. Did very well with the ball today. Afridi 3 wickets, but at the other end now is a young man who only plays one way. He runs in and he bowls fast. This is Naseem Shah. Now man out on the boundary at third man. At third is a proper 45 degrees, but on the onside is backward square, about 10 or 15 meters inside, with 45 inside the circle on the onside. It's drifting down the leg side.
Just playing a little bit across the line, Rahul. What Naseem is trying to do is get the fuller length going, because you bowl a fuller length, you'll get the ball to move just that little bit, and he's got the extra pace as well. So this is smart bowling. All he wants to do is make sure he doesn't go too full. This is the length. This is the length that you want to bowl. We saw Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Arshdeep bowl this length very well in the initial overs for India.
Just wonder whether he wants to get that ball to swing off middle stump. He's got extra support at mid-wicket now. You can understand if the batsmen are just a little tentative. It's a big day. They saw what their new ball bowlers did. It's a wonderful recovery from Pakistan to come so far. Maybe they just think it's okay. We'll counter the swing. There's runs to be had afterwards.
Yes, the white ball doesn't move too much after, say, about 4 or 5 overs.
Well, what is field 360 telling us with Naseem bowling to Rahul? See the spaces. There is a fielder on the boundary. Back for 2.
And that's the thing about these big boundaries. You can get 2 runs comfortably if the ball is about 5 or 10 meters to either side of the fielder. You can comfortably go for 2. That's exactly what the Indians have done.
Right, where are the spaces? Those are the 2 men on the boundary. Anything in front of the wicket, if you can beat the cordon, this point, this cover, this mid-off, that's where the runs are. Ball. Clocking 143, 142 already.
Yes, and this is just the first over. He's wanting to get a little more confidence when he knows his run-up is right. He's not going to overstep. Then you can really let it rip.
This is virtually a full house at the MCG. If you're coming in here a little early, you could see the enthusiasm around. They've come from a long distances to come and watch this game. Oh, he's played on. He's played on KL Rahul once again. And he threw his head back in disappointment as that happened. Naseem Shah has produced the breakthrough.
And it's the extra pace. It's the extra pace that has got the ball to go onto the stumps. He played with a soft bottom hand, and with that soft bottom hand, the bat would have gone back just a little bit. Have a look at that. Yes, and that is what happened. It would have hit his back leg and then gone onto the stumps. That is the breakthrough that Pakistan were looking for. KL Rahul is gone. For 4, India have lost their first wicket for 7.
Virat Kohli in at number 3. First ball, Naseem Shah to Virat Kohli. Just squared up a little bit. This is a good opening burst from the young man. 7 for 1.
You see the extra pace that Naseem Shah generates. That is what has got this ball to go off the bat